Certificate of Insurance Masterclass. Welcome. Hello, and thank you for joining me. If you've ever received a certificate of insurance and thought, great, I'm covered, you're not alone. Every day, businesses exchange thousands of certificates of insurance. Contractors request them. Property managers request them. Developers request them. Project owners request them. But surprisingly, many people don't really understand what a certificate of insurance actually tells them. Today, we're going to change that. Our goal is simple. We're going to explain certificates of insurance in plain English. No legal language, no complicated insurance terminology, just practical information you can use to better protect your business. Let's begin. What is a certificate of insurance? What is a certificate of insurance? A certificate of insurance, often called a COI, is a document that provides a summary of someone's insurance coverage on the day the certificate was issued. That's all it is. Think of it as a snapshot. It tells you certain information about an insurance policy at a specific point in time. The insurance company, the policy number, the types of insurance, the policy limits, the effective dates, the expiration dates. That's useful information. But remember, a certificate of insurance is not the insurance policy itself. That's one of the biggest misunderstandings in construction and commercial business. What a certificate of insurance does not prove. This may be the most important lesson in today's presentation. A certificate of insurance does not guarantee coverage. Let's say that again. A certificate of insurance does not guarantee coverage. It's just proof of what was in place on a specific date. It does not rewrite the insurance policy. It does not change policy coverage. It does not automatically add endorsements. It does not guarantee that every contract requirement has been satisfied. Imagine someone shows you a picture of their vehicle. The picture proves the vehicle existed when the picture was taken, but it doesn't tell you whether it's running today, whether it's insured today, whether it's been modified. A certificate of insurance works in a similar way. Experienced contractors and risk managers understand this. It provides information on the date it was issued. It does not change anything about the policy. It is only one part of the review process. Common mistakes people make. Let's look at some of the most common mistakes. These happen every day. Fortunately, they're also easy to avoid. Mistake number 1, assuming the certificate is the insurance policy. It isn't. It's simply evidence that insurance existed when the certificate was issued. Mistake number 2, never reading the certificate. Many people receive the document, save it in a folder, and never actually look at it. Take a few minutes to review it. Mistake number 3, ignoring expiration dates. Insurance policies expire. Certificates expire. If a project lasts several months or even years, you'll need updated certificates before work is complete. Mistake number 4, assuming every contract requirement has been met. Requirements like additional insured status or waiver of subrogation are not automatically satisfied just because someone sent you a certificate of insurance. Reading an Accord 25 certificate. Most certificates of insurance you'll receive are created using a standard form, the Accord 25. Don't let the form intimidate you. You don't need to memorize every box. Focus on a few key areas. Who the insurance belongs to. Company name matches contract. Types of insurance listed. Do they match the contract? Policy limits high enough? Effective and expiration dates. Is policy currently active? Those 4 areas alone will help you catch many common issues. Additional insured verification. Now let's talk about one of the most misunderstood topics, additional insured status. Many contracts require one company to add another as an additional insured. A certificate may say additional insured in the description, but this does not guarantee it's truly provided. The actual endorsement is what usually makes it official. Whenever your contract requires additional insured coverage, request a copy of the endorsement, not just the certificate. Verify it against contract requirements. That extra step can prevent big misunderstandings later. Understanding endorsements. Think of an insurance policy like a house. The policy is the house. An endorsement is like adding or changing a room. It changes part of the policy, adds changes or removes coverage. Many contracts require specific endorsements. For example, certificates may only indicate these exist, but endorsements do the actual work. Additional insured endorsement, primary and non-contributory endorsement, waiver of subrogation endorsement. That's why experienced contractors request copies of required endorsements whenever the contract requires them. Primary and non-contributory. Another phrase that sounds more complicated than it really is. It's about which insurance responds to a claim first. Project owners want the contractor's insurance to respond before the owners. GCs want the subcontractors to respond before theirs. A certificate of insurance may indicate primary and non-contributory wording, but once again, the certificate doesn't create the obligation. Verify the appropriate endorsement has been issued if your contract requires it. Waiver of subrogation. Don't let the name intimidate you. If an insurance company pays a claim, they might try to recover the money from another company. A waiver of subrogation limits that right according to contract and policy. Why include it? Many companies on a project work together. Helps reduce lawsuits between owners, contractors, subcontractors, and others. Once again, certificate may mention this, but always verify the actual endorsement was issued. Expired certificates. Receiving a certificate of insurance isn't a one-time event. Projects can last months or years. Certificates expire before the work is complete. Request updated certificates before the previous one expires. Many companies build reminders into their calendar or project management system. Simple habit equals current insurance information throughout the project. Fraudulent certificates. Fortunately, these aren't common, but they do happen. Mismatched company name, unusual coverage dates, incomplete information, spelling formatting errors, something just feels off. If you ever have questions, contact the insurance agent or broker listed on the certificate. Verify the info. Never ignore something that seems unusual. Better to ask before work begins than after a claim occurs. Building a simple COI review process. You don't need a complicated system. The best systems are often the simplest. Here's an easy 5-step process. Step 1, confirm you're reviewing the correct company, names match. Step 2, review the insurance policies. Are all required coverages listed? General liability, workers' comp, auto, umbrella, etc. Step 3, check policy limits. Do they match the contract? Step 4, review policy dates. Is coverage currently active and will it remain so for the project? Step 5, if the contract requires endorsements, verify they've actually been issued. Request copies if needed. Following these 5 steps can help catch many common problems. 5 questions to ask before accepting a certificate. Whenever someone sends you a certificate of insurance, ask, is this the correct company? Do the insurance coverages match the contract? Are the policy limits high enough? Are the policies still active? If endorsements are required, have I confirmed they were actually issued? Those 5 questions only take a few minutes, but they can save hours of confusion later. Key takeaways. A certificate of insurance is important, but isn't the policy itself. It provides information, but does not create coverage. Always review the certificate carefully. Check the company name, coverage, limits, dates. If your contract requires endorsements, verify them. The goal isn't to make the review process complicated. It's to develop good habits that help protect your business. Final thoughts. Certificates of insurance don't have to be confusing. Once you understand what they are and aren't, you'll be better prepared to review them. You don't need to become an insurance expert. Just know what to look for, ask good questions, and verify requirements. These habits reduce misunderstandings and strengthen your risk management. Whether you're reviewing one certificate a month or hundreds a year, a consistent review process is one of the smartest things you can do. I hope today's presentation helped make certificates of insurance easier to understand and gave you a practical framework for your next project. If you found this webinar helpful, please like, subscribe, and share with your coworkers, project managers, contract administrators, and anyone reviewing certificates of insurance. The more people understand these documents, the fewer misunderstandings and costly mistakes occur. Need a second opinion on your insurance program, contract requirements, or risk financing strategy? Schedule a confidential discussion. Visit montrageinsurance.com. Thanks for watching.